Asalamualaikum guys, welcome back to my channel. So I said I was going to share my Ramadan goals with you guys in my last vlog, and basically on that day I ended up falling asleep, so I did not complete that vlog the way I had intended to. So I thought I'll make this a different separate video. So Allahu Akbar, you guys know that I love Ramadan. Part of the reason why I love Ramadan so much is because I tend to use it as a time for reset, to reset the relationship between me and Allah, to think about where I am in my journey of this dunya, to think about where I am in my relationship with Allah, with people as well, but more so Ramadan tends to be, for me personally, a reflection upon where I am in terms of my relationship with Allah and my journey in this dunya. So this year, I want it to be such a personal Ramadan, such a personal connection between me and my Lord, more than I've ever wanted before. So my main goal is to really build my relationship with Allah, not just through things of like, oh yeah, pray 5 times a day, do dhikr, not just those things, but a real relationship with Allah. And so my goals for this Ramadan are mainly 3. The first one is to show gratitude to Allah. I'm a very big person when it comes to gratitude. It's been part of my life. I've been practicing this for the last 3 years consistently, and it's still part of my everyday routine. The reason why I feel so strongly this particular Ramadan to practice gratitude and to show Allah that I am grateful for everything He's done for me is because I feel like the last few years Allah has tested me with trials that I may have thought would break me. But the way Allah came through for me, the strength that He's given me, the blessings that He's given me, the personal connection that I now feel with Him, is on a whole entire different level. And yes, it hasn't been easy, and it has required for me to really trust Allah. When Allah tests you and He really wants to know if you trust Him, that part is not easy. Let me tell you, I don't want to come here on YouTube and paint out some life like, oh, my life is so great, my life is so perfect. I feel like I've been through trials that people double my age have probably never experienced in their entire life. So it's by no means easy, this particular journey of being on Deen. Let me tell you, you want to be on Deen, get yourself ready, because you're not going to be able to say I believe. It's not just lip service. This whole Deen thing, a lot of people just, yeah, we just come and mashallah, we just bring out the words and we just say the things, and oh, life is just supposed to be perfect henceforth. Like, no, for the most part, you're going to have tests and you're going to have trials, and they're going to be very, very, very challenging. But with the help of Allah, I found that Allah has made my trials so much more easy for me. And so when I reflect upon that, especially in the last 3 years or so, I feel like I have so much that I need to thank Allah for. And my gratitude needs to come in a way of building my personal connection with Allah. And one of the ways that I really want to try and do that is have a more of a conversation with Allah. So in my du'as are not just, oh Allah, I want this, oh Allah, there's this difficulty, take it away from me. It's just talking to Allah as I would sit down and speak to an elder that I respect, in a way. Obviously much higher level, and Allah is greater than all examples, but that's the kind of relationship that I want to have with Allah, because I'm at a stage in my life where I know for certain that Allah is 1000% in control of my life right now. I'm at a place in my life where I even feel like I'm not even in control of my life, because I feel like Allah just has it. And it's not something that I expect everyone to understand, because I feel like it's something that understanding, I feel, comes with experience. Like, you can get what I'm saying, but you're not really gonna get what I'm saying until you perhaps experience something similar. So gratitude is that massive thing that I really want to work on this Ramadan. And I have a habit that I do that I've set for myself, and that is I have a reminder on my phone, and it goes off every day at a particular time to remind me to say the things that I am grateful for to Allah. Part of my gratitude also is in my obedience to Allah. A lot of the time we might think saying things is just that gets it done as long as I say it, but then when we go and do something that is the opposite of what Allah wants us to do, we don't tend to see that as a means of showing ingratitude to Allah. So as much as me recognizing and reminding myself every day, trying to find my blessings, even times when it seems as though there's not much to be grateful for, I still try to find my blessings. As much as I do those things, I also definitely know that part of me showing gratitude to Allah comes through my obedience. So I want to practice more of gratitude, and I will be vlogging a lot of the days of my Ramadan this year. So if you want to see what I'm doing on a daily basis to kind of incorporate all of this stuff, then, you know, watch the vlogs, inshallah. You'll be able to see my daily routines. So gratitude. Second thing is simplicity. With the timing that we're currently at right now, the whole quarantine situation, I've taken a lot of lessons from this whole quarantine situation, and it has affected my life just as it's affected other people's lives. But I think it affects everyone differently depending on which area of your life has been affected. For me, it's really taught me to simplify everything. So this Ramadan, for example, there's not going to be any kind of elaborate meal preps or whatever. I'm just going to eat what I normally eat. The simple foods that I can find in the stores are what I'm going to eat. I'm still quite big on eating healthy and trying to remain healthy and all of that. So that's still going to be part of my lifestyle, but I just want to keep things simple this year. My third goal for this Ramadan is, especially whilst we're in quarantine, is to remind myself of the day when no one will be with me. So I'm in quarantine, I'm at home, I spend a lot of time just me and with myself, and I'm pretty happy with myself. You know, part of my personality is I can be quite an introvert. I like being by myself. Like, I like the peace, I like the quiet. You know, I don't like stress. No one likes stress, but I really do like being by myself. So it hasn't been too difficult in that sense. But I want to take this Ramadan in quarantine without having all the extra stuff that I would normally do that gives me the joy of Ramadan. Things like going to the masjid, things like Taraweeh prayers, things like, you know, being able to do charitable deeds, and all of us just being in it together. It's Ramadan, it's fun, you know, you see brothers and sisters you haven't seen in a long time. All of that vibe, I really, really love in Ramadan time. But this being a quarantine Ramadan, with all of that taken away, actually, I've decided I just want to enjoy and reflect upon the fact that this journey of this dunya, I am in it not alone, but at the end of the day, it is still nafsi nafsi. And I want to use it as a reminder to myself to say, Nafisa, remember the day when no one will be with you, when it will just be you and your Lord, when you are in your grave and all the people who gave you joy and brought you happiness, and when they are no longer with you and it is just you and your Lord, what will you face on that day? And so I want to use quarantine, being on my own at home, to remind myself that at the end of the day, this is my journey. You and I are on this journey on our own. This is your journey to Allah. This isn't your mom's journey. So if your mom is there and she's making all her efforts, putting in the best, reading Quran and all of that, and you're there wasting your time during this month of Ramadan, or somehow you think, oh, you know, my brother has memorized the Quran, so somehow that's gonna give me an automatic entrance into Jannah. No, it doesn't work that way. Or my dad is an imam, so because, excuse me, my alarm is going off. My dad is an imam, and so because my dad is an imam, it's going to give me, like, automatically, I'm going to get entrance into Jannah because he would have done so many good deeds. In fact, he might even be able to save me from punishment of the wrong that I've done. No, You are on your own journey, no matter who you have in your life, how good or how bad they are. This is your personal connection with Allah. So I'm going to use this Ramadan to build my personal connection with Allah and remind myself that as much as I have other people around me, this is my journey to my Lord, and a day will come. A day will come when I will be on my own with my Lord. So what would life be like then for me? So those are my 3 simple goals for this Ramadan. As you can see, they are not really tangible things. They are more so of a reflective thing. It's more so of a mindset. I will be practicing them, but it is very much a mindset thing, because that's where I am currently in my life, and that is what I would want out of this Ramadan. As much as I would want Allah's mercy, of course, I want his forgiveness, of course, I want to be saved from Jahannam, of course, but deeper than that, what I want is gratitude. What I want is simplicity in my life, simplifying everything and giving the little that I do more depth and more sincerity, and reflecting on the fact that I am on this journey on my own at the end of the day. So those are my 3 simple goals for this Ramadan. What I would highly encourage you guys to do is step away from the generics of Ramadan. Like we all know that now. Yes, we want forgiveness. Yes, we want saving from the hellfire. We want all of that. But like deep this Ramadan, guys. Like really deep it. Make it a personal one between you and Allah. Are there difficulties you're facing, trials you're facing in your life that you really want to use this Ramadan to ask Allah for help and support for? That's all great, but on top of asking, it's really nice sometimes just to build a relationship with Allah, and that's what I want for Ramadan for myself this year. I hope you guys have found it beneficial. I hope it has inspired you in the way of good, so that you can really sit down, really reflect upon your life, choose goals that are personable and really meaningful to your journey towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you enjoyed this video, definitely make sure you give it a thumbs up, share it with a brother or sister out there that you know may benefit from the content of today's video, and insha'Allah ta'ala I will see you guys in my next video. Assalamualaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.